Right. Hey guys. We are live. Hopefully all is coming through well. Just make sure you guys let me know everything's coming through okay, by the way. I'm a little bit of a different setup today. I'm actually streaming from I'm going to go. Let me know everything's coming through okay, bud. Yeah, I think everything's come through. Cool. I've got the chat up as well on my phone. I'm actually at my dad's. I'm staying at my dad's. Been here all weekend, so I'm streaming from his. So the lighting's just not the best. But yeah, hey guys, welcome. We are of course here for you've got to see all my YouTube analytics there. I realise that. Let's change to that, and then we're live properly. But yes, we are of course streaming today. Because we've got all the... Oh, hello, Jasmine. You look at lips in the background. It's corner of... Jeez. Hello. Jasmine's there in the corner of the door. So, here you go. There she is. Hello. Yeah, she's there. No one's saying hi in the chat yet, so it's fine. There's 4 people here. So, you can join and watch it. And you and Dad both get on there. Get the viewers up. Should we wind you up? Yeah, okay. But yeah, so we are keeping an eye on what is going on with Ungraded. This week's auctions are coming to an end in the next 28 minutes. I'm probably going to start moving the weekly auction ends to probably a little bit later moving forward, just because I don't think there's too much reviewing pre-going live anymore, because we tend to go through the cards for the week following at the end of the stream. So we'll have a look at the cards that are about to end. We'll have a quick look at them once they end, get some ideas on prices. I've also got an email from Ungraded that I'd like to read you guys with some stats and some facts on some of the selling values of the cards. But actually, before I kind of get into it as well, hey Kathy, hey Charlie, how you doing, buddy? I want to talk to you guys about this new CT scanning thing that's been launched prior to this. I know a little off topic, we're not talking about these Kaida cards, but I am not a fan. I'm not a fan. I think it kind of ruins, like, we all know that people will weigh packs, which is something, can we find ways around it and stuff, but the whole fact now that you can just send a booster box to get scanned and it will tell you what your big chase card is in the box. They can scan each layer and each card and they can see what each card is. I think that's pretty crazy, guys. And I tell you who it's worse for is sports cards fans. You think anyone that's into sports cards, you know you've got big one-of-one stuff. People can buy a case of like a product. They'll scan the boxes because it's pretty worth it. And they'll see, have you got a big one-of-one in there or anything worth it? No, okay, let's just sell those boxes. You know, knowing full well that there isn't the chase in those boxes. You know, like, it's not great for Pokemon. It's mainly for vintage. I think if you look at how much it costs to do the scanning, it's well expensive. Are people going to really bother doing the scanning for English, like modern? Probably not. It's like £75 for one booster pack. You're not. So modern, it's not an issue. Vintage, on the other hand, it will be worth it for people to do, where they just will scan a few packs to see if they can get the Charizard from a base set box straight away, sell the rest of the packs knowing there won't be a Charizard, you know, and stuff like that. Or like, let's say a set of a Gold Star, they'll scan EX era booster boxes, which are anything from 10 to 50 grand for a booster box. If there's no Gold Star in that booster box, sell the booster box. If there's a Gold Star, they'll open it. You know, like, it's not great. It's not great for the hobby at all. It's expensive, which is the thing that I think a lot of people... Yeah, John. It's going to... It's not fun. It's... Hey, Logan, you alright, boo? I'm just streaming, buddy. You want to show you Charmander quick? Yeah. Here, look. Sorry, guys. Just a little intro. We got the boys. We're come to stay with my granddad. Or your granddad, sorry.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not my granddad. We're staying with granddad. So, yeah. Anyway, I better get back to streaming. We've got dogs as well. Look, we've got Milo. There. Milo! There's Milo. Hello, this is Milo. Hello, Milo. You're coming to pant all over me. Your breath is so hot and it's really warm. If you don't mind. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think it's great. I have to say 100% is much worse for sports cards fans. That is what I would say. As we know, one-of-ones are what people chase. And there are massive... You've got cards worth millions, right, of one-on-ones that they put into products that are worth so much money. And there will be people that will scan booster box after booster box because they'll get a deal with that scanning company. They'll probably send them cases of it, see what the big... And just takes it away from it, right? I don't know. It's horrible. I'm not a fan. Let's put it this way. I don't think it's something that, like, I don't know. People are going to use it. They are going to use it. Of course they are. So, but anyway, back to the point. Proper dog, yeah. I'm sure it's a solvable where the company adding metal sleeve. Oh, my wife's here. Hey, Mattculli. Hello. And have you made your... What is your picture, babe? What is your photo? I don't even know what your photo is. Anyway, yeah, hopefully it will be solvable to an extent, but I don't think metal stops CT. I think it's lead, right? Like, you can still scan metal, like they scan guns, and I think the only thing that stops... You wear like a lead protection is the thing that stops X-ray, because CT, it's an X-ray scanning. It scans it with X-ray, and it does it at levels. Very similar to like scanning your brain, and it builds a 3D image of your brain. They're doing the same thing with booster. It's crazy. So actually, I don't think it's that easy to stop. The risk is there. No point in buying a box from a lot of places, as the odds are lower now. You'll pull it yourself from a sealed product. Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, welcome in. Thank you everyone that's joining, by the way. Give the video a like as well. And yeah, just support. We obviously will be doing this. We're going to continue this on for a few weeks, by the way. Hopefully to help build more interest. You know, I'm working with Ungraded here to help show the product, what they're offering. I really think they're onto something here. I'm really excited for the days of being able to like buy their box or rent the box they photo the cars with. I think people are going to go nuts when they can get one of these boxes. I really hope to go and film the process at some point and show you how they do the 3D rendering and stuff like that of the cards, because I think that'd be a really cool video. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the stuff ending today. Let's get back into the matter at hand here. We've had our whinge about the whole scanning thing. It's not good. Hey, Ungraded. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, John, Josh. Welcome in. So we have, I do want to show you, before we get into that, there are actually some items that are not ending tonight. However, they have a offer. Make an offer. We've got a beautiful Giratina. I've had a look at this as well, and I don't know who's selling this, but this is definitely a shot at a 10 on this Giratina. I was having a look earlier. It's a really clean example. The centering isn't perfect, but it's well within parameters of a 10. They're asking 300, but you can make an offer on it. And anyone out there who is after one of these and they want to get a 9, probably even a 10, this one is probably well worth making an offer on right there. We got the Gold Mew. It's a bit high, to be fair with you guys. For me, I'd pay a little bit less for that. There's a Vaporeon Gold Star. Unfortunately, there is some... I've had a little look. There is some scratching. It's not going to be the highest of prices on there. Also, if I'm right in saying, I think Gold Star Vaporeon's Gold Stars are more around the 175, 200 pounds. They're not crazy money, because there was an error, like... The evolutions are actually a really common gold star, as well as the legendary dogs. They're another one, but it's actually looks pretty nice on the front. Unfortunately, it's just got quite a bit of whitening, and I noticed when I looked on the back, there's actually a dent on this card, which I can probably try and show you, but it was up in this part. Yeah, so there's like a scratch, like an imprint. Look, just there. This is like, how good is this, guys? Look how clean, you can see that. But yeah, there is unfortunately a dent in the card. Not ideal, I have to say, not ideal on that dent. So we shall see. It might go to auction. I think a lot of people selling with the platform now are going to this first, so they're putting up at a price they really want with make an offer, and then if it doesn't sell after a while, they're then trying the auction, but maybe starting a higher starting price, and then if they really want to sell, they'll drop it down. I think over time, the amount of buyers on the platform will make the risk of running an auction a lot less. I don't think there's much risk in running an auction anyway on here, to be fair. If your card is a really clean example, people are paying for that. Like, we've seen some really high values on cards. Was it last week? Was it a Gold Star, an item sell last week, which went for... Yeah, look, some of these cards we reviewed last week, some of the prices were really high in comparison to other platforms and what they sold for. So, yeah, really good. Who we got in the chat, by the way? Say hello. Who we got in the chat? Anyway, let's get back. Let's go off of solds now. Let's get back into what's ending this week. So, we've got some like, to be fair, these aren't bad. So we've got some base set holos and stuff. The conditions, as you can see, they've been sort of rafted off here. You got light play. The Raichu they've got as near mint or better, which is interesting. It's £16. Anyone here selling these or anyone here bidding on these at all? Whose are these? Are you here? The holo does look pretty damn good, to be fair. Let's have a look. Maybe little scratch just there. Not enough to take it away from being a near mint. Could that knock it down from... there's maybe a little one there as well. Look, you can move the card around once you're zoomed in. Oh no, that... I can't tell actually. Is that a scratch? Or is that... Oh no, it is. I think it is a scratch, yeah. By the way, I really want to see how Adam Peaty gets on tonight in the breaststroke. Is anyone else going to be following that later? Anyone been following the Olympics so far? I've been really enjoying it. I love the Olympics. All of a sudden you become an expert in something. You go, yeah, you know, you sit there watching people do like triple somersaults in their gymnastics. You go, yeah, that wasn't great, was it? Like, I love it. And I'm sat there, you know, munching away on food, just like, oh, that sucked. Okay, so we got I'm a Champ VMAX. That's pretty cool. No bids on that. I think that's starting a little high, unfortunately. I think that's why that's going to be like that. Unfortunately, just Rainbows just... They don't have it. I'm not to say I think Rainbows will have a resurgence in the future, and I think they will for sure. They do a little bit from Sun and Moon era, but Sword and Shield era not yet. In the future, could it be worth more? Yeah, I'd say so. I think it could be worth more. I might actually put face tracking on. Hold on, and then there we go. Sorry if I look a bit dark, by the way. It's yeah, it's a little bit. We got some nice, the Glaceon's nice. We've got bids going on this. So we've got plenty of stuff that is going to be ending tonight. I'm waiting to hear someone in the chat to tell me that you guys are currently selling or bidding on these. I'm sweating away right now. The Feraligatr, this was a really good one we looked at. But unfortunately, that start price is just that bit too high. But I know who was selling this. They just wanted to start higher this time round and then maybe bring it down afterwards if it wasn't to go. They said they felt like they didn't do too well in the last thing. Now, let me read an email as well prior to us getting into this. I've got an email from Ungraded, and where is it? Let's have a look and see the info they told me. So, okay, cool. Here we go. No. Okay, here we go. Right. So one thing I'd like to say as well, the guys from Ungraded are going to be at LCS this weekend, right? This weekend coming. I'm going to be there as well. So make sure you get involved in that. Go and visit them. I think you might even be able to drop cards to them that you want to try selling on the platform. So really good chance. I think they're going to get a lot of stuff dropped to them. You get a lot of people going round at these shows who have found collections in their lofts that they want to sell. And I can imagine a fair few people dropping binders to them of their collections, and I think that's going to be where they're going to do very well. It's going to be a shame that I won't be able to buy them before they go for a higher price, but you know. So they said, you might be interested to know we've been running some checks on sold cards from the first 2 weeks. Our hammer prices were about 1% over eBay for like, so like conditions and stuff and auctions. They actually did slightly better by 1%. And one thing to bear in mind about that, though, is if you're a seller on the platform, you don't pay fees. The buyer pays the fees. So this is the hammer price. This is without... Is hammer price mean without fees? As in... Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, yes. As a seller, sellers are making more money selling on here than they are on eBay for like these higher-end cards like this as well. That's for those that we could get comps on, of course, they said. And we were very strict, really, really strict, they said, about looking in. They wanted to keep it very strict, which was about a third of sales. Bearing in mind our fees are on the buyer side and on top of the hammer price. Yes, so the hammer price is what they sold for, and then the fees are put on top of that as well. So they made 1% more money before fees, whereas you sell a card for 20 quid on eBay, you then lose the fees. If you sold that card for 20 quid here, you got 20 quid. Like, you don't lose fees unless you're the one. That's if you do an auction. The whoever sets the price pays the fee. That's the way of looking at it. And yeah, it means sellers earned on average 18.7% more than if they'd sold them on eBay auctions. So people are already making more money selling their cards via this platform, because people are buying with, you can buy with a lot more confidence on here if you're looking at these higher end auctions like this, these long weekly auctions. They're definitely doing a very good job with that. I think I bought off it. It's spot on. I still need to do a video on the card I bought. I bought Snorlax VMAX. I still need to do like a review between the card that I bought and then what it looked like when I actually got it in person. But yeah, that's just some interesting data. I don't know what you guys think. I can't see the chat, so I'm not sure what you guys have got to say. Me and the Firo just on Sunday, and yes, accepting some missions on the day. Yes, with Afik. Okay, wicked. So Lee, you are selling the Firo, aren't you? So you're selling or buying? You're selling the Firo, yes. Lee, the Firo and the Feraligatr was you, wasn't it? Cool. What else we got ending in a minute as well? We will have public sales data to hand at LCS for anyone that wants to be interested. Yeah, that's really cool, actually. Oh my god, the Lily. We got, 7 day. Okay, so this is stuff coming. Now that is going to be interesting. If I'm not right in saying, that's actually really valuable. That's quite a lot of money to that card. Especially if you get a 10. Interested to look at that coming up for next week. This was an interesting one that I like the look of, to be fair, the Sylveon VMAX. It'll also be available on the site soon. Very cool. Very cool. The Starmie, 25. I'm still pretty shocked that there's no bid on that Starmie. That Starmie was pretty clean. Now, the only thing I can wonder is, do people feel that that's whitening down this far edge here? I'm not sure it is, to be fair. I think that's just the cut of the card because the light's catching the edge. I don't think that's whitening. I just think it's because it's the black with the white center of the card. It's just the contrast of it. I don't actually think that's damage. We got another one with a black border. That's like a good comparison. I don't know if any of you agree with that. Let me see. We haven't got another one with a black border, have we, to compare, really? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, we haven't got any with a black border to compare. But I swear that that's quite a common thing for the card to look like. I don't feel that that's actually... I think this one is well worth a go. I think when we looked at it, we thought it was a really good chance at a 10, to be fair. Like, yeah, when you move that around... like, so, see, the top edge has got them as well. See these little... I just think that's the cut. And because it's a smooth black edge... What do you guys reckon? What do you guys reckon in the chat? Is that actually whitening or... I don't feel that's damage. See, it looks pretty good. Yeah. I'm pretty confident that that's actually okay. It's hard. What do you guys reckon? I want your guys' opinion on that. Do you think that that is some damage on the card, or what do you reckon? I'm waiting for the chat to engage. Chat, engage. Because 23... annoyingly, I haven't got the dual monitors to be able to bring some other stuff up on another part of the screen, but normally I'd do some price reviews like that, but... I don't know. What I really want your guys' opinion, Lee, or we got the great Mabuki. What do we think on that? Is that all coming through, by the way? Okay, I think it is. Yeah, it just keeps jumping on my phone a little bit. I think. Oh, we got bids coming in. I'm seeing notifications for bids. Is that... I wonder if that's a bid. Have we had one on the... No, we still don't have a bid on that. Interesting. What are we getting bids on? That are coming through. Oh, let's have a look. So we got 1 and 2 pages. I think there's going to be a lot more cards soon, especially after LCS. Out of curiosity, will LCS be... will the auctions be ending on Sunday with LCS going on, or... I guess it's pretty good time for it, actually, to be able to promote. Can you bring it up again? Yeah, cool. Let's have a closer look. I'm not 100% that I think I think this is... That's the only thing with it, actually. It's just wondering... So if you look at it like that, you can see people might go, ooh. But I don't know if that's just the way, like... Because the lighting... I don't know if it's just catching bits from the edge and, like, causing it to look... Like, I personally don't feel that this looks... I don't think this looks damaged to me. I don't think that's... Do you know what I mean? Like... there is a print line, though. There is a fat print line right across here, look. Is that what is stopping people bidding? Look, right there. I've just seen that. There is the print line, which will affect the grade. What do you reckon, guys? 23. I can get an iPad so we can review some prices. I can bring some stuff on the iPad so that we can get a good idea on what it's like. Because the rest of the card looks pretty damn good. The centering was good when we looked at this last week. Yeah, intriguing. 23. Is it worth a punt at 23? What are you saying? For that card, Matt, I think... It is actual card edge, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it is. It's just the edge. That's what I mean. But yes, I guess people might have spotted that. Like, can you see this print line? And wonder if that's had an effect in people bidding on the card at all. And also a vertical one. It's got like a crosshatch. Look, right there, and it hits in the flower, and it goes. No. It kind of stops. It's only, oh no, goes all the way the length of the card. Yeah, there you go, right out to the edge there. Yeah, looks like there's a bit of texture difference on the edge. Oh, wait, hang on, guys. So, PT's just racing as well. Has anyone got it up? Is that PT? Dad? Yeah, I think it is. I want to listen, see if he wins. Is PT racing now? I think it is. Come on, there. Go on, Adam. Right. But yes, we got that ending. Sorry, guys. We got the... Wait. Did he get second? Oh, he got silver. An Italian one. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, but anyway, interesting. Maybe that's why this card hasn't been getting a great deal of love or bids due to maybe some of that texture. Let's do a refresh. Let's see if any of the prices have changed at all. 6. We got some stuff ticking along there for sure. Oh, there is a Charizard ending today. Now, this is an interesting one. We've got base set Charizard coming to an end in 5 minutes. Current bids are £102. Let's have a little delve into this. Philly, the person that's selling this, was in the stream last week watching, and they want us to have a look at this card. And I think we had another base set Charizard sell last week, didn't we? Let me actually, I tell you what, let me try and bring that one up. We had one sell last week on here, and I think it went quite high. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. So last week we had a light played Charizard, just standard base set, yeah, and it sold for £231.60. We now have this version, which is at light play as well. Is it? Wait, hang on. It's not the same card, is it? No. No. Okay. Right. Look at that. Okay, interesting. 126. I don't know. I feel like this might be better than last week's Charizard, which went for 193 was the highest auction. It went for 231 including fees. Interesting. Okay, so let's have a closer look. So this is the one that ended. Isn't it weird? Look, the back is darker on that. Interesting. Okay. Anyone bidding on this right now? Anyone bidding on this one at the moment? See, I think this one has got okay. This is I want to see if I see any creases and stuff. I don't think there's any. I think no, there's no real damage on this card. I actually think this could be. Be quite a good one, to be fair, guys. We're looking at. I look so weird, my little hand, like the way I'm sat. It's because I'm normally not sat like that, but yeah, I've got sleeping forwards for this. I think you could maybe be looking at minimum 6. I think you'd get 6 if you graded this with that edge, because there's no damage as such. I can't see any dents. It could probably do with a good white. The bids are coming 137 now. Another bid has just come in, guys. This card is like starting to climb. Is that live feed as well? I think this actually changes as people bid. Okay, 137. Well, I'd be confident to say you could pay up to the same as the last card. So 193. So this has definitely got legs in it if you're looking to bid in that one, guys. That is for sure. For that card, oh yeah, okay, no worries. We are very quiet tonight. I think the Olympics going on. I think we've got 5 people here tonight. It's very quiet. Do you know what? I'm actually just going to put an at everyone in my Discord quickly, by the way, because I realised I haven't done that at all. So I'm going to do that now, quick. So bear me a sec. Let's see if we can get some more engaged people involved as well to come and chat stuff. Let's have a look at. Right. Oh no, wait, hang on. One sec, guys. Right, one sec. Okay, cool. Oh my god, I'm sweating. It's one of those days the heat is just like kicked up like crazy. Today, I have to say, look at this card. The bids are flying in. Look, the bidders are on the platform, guys. They are definitely here. This is doing really well. Last one went for 193. This is one of the ones I'm very interested to see. How long we got left on this side as well? We have got 4 seconds, and it's got no way is that gone for 143. Oh, it went to extended bidding. Why did it? Why? So guys, I'm great. Can you explain to me in the chat what extended auctions are? Let's have a look. So we've got some stuff starting to end as well. We've got a first edition Dark Charizard coming next week. Wow, we got this Rayquaza. We've already got bids. Oh my god, right, okay. We've got some really, really good stuff coming up as well that we will be looking at shortly. But let's have a look. Who's in the chat, by the way? If there is a bid in the last 5 minutes, we get into extended. Okay, cool. Awesome. Right. Let's see. We got a few more people joining. If you're joining over from Discord as well, say hi, guys. So, yeah, sorry. And you can see I've got a slightly different setup. I'm streaming from my dad's. I'm staying up here for a few days. With my family and everything. So I'm streaming from my dad, so the lighting is a bit different. I've got my little DJI set up, which is cool. Every bid in extended bidding resets that into 5 minutes. After 30 minutes, the timer is reset to only a minute. Okay, so you keep it going for quite a bit. So we could be around for a while with some extended bidding. So what ones have come to an end right now on the weekly auction? What has been extended? So Kabutops was extended, Snorlax was extended, Pidgeot was extended, Venusaur. Wow, okay, lots of them are extended. 143.01. There's definitely some really good cards on here that have been extended. We've got some lighter play items as well, but they're still getting some pretty good numbers, I'd say. What's this hydrogen here as well? Oh, no biz. Okay, so this is stuff coming next week. So we have... Oh, my God. Can't believe... Is that really... That's Shining Rayquaza. Or Shiny Rayquaza, sorry, not Shiny. Shining, that's coming next week as well. Okay. Okay. We got some cool stuff coming. There's some stuff I could really say. I'd already been on that one. That's for sure. Starting at 15 quid. All arts are climbing, guys. Hey, the adventure of Keita. How you doing? Welcome in. By the way, hopefully my audio is not too... I'm leaning kind of over the... So this is my little setup for tonight. Oh, shit, some bloody face cam. Look. So this is my thing. I'm leaning slightly over my mic, so hopefully it's not too loud. I try not to lean too much. I'm not got my glasses either. Where are my glasses, actually? I should really wear my glasses when I'm doing this. Some new set will be announced. When? You got some news? Some new set being announced, have you? I'm not announcing a new set. We are reviewing the cards ending here. So anyone who's a Yu-Gi-Oh fan as well, you've got Casual Yu-Gi-Oh stuff who does the same thing for the weekly auctions and stuff like that. It's very similar to what Chloe does at the moment with PWCC in America with like graded cards. But this is purely ungraded cards. But obviously the benefit of this is the way you can look at the cards. It looks absolutely insane. This one looks really good actually. £20.50. Just at a glance, that's looking pretty damn clean right there. Good luck for the progress, sir. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Adventure Key. Appreciate you coming to join. That is pretty cool. That looks pretty good, actually. So this has been extended. I wonder if, again, I really want to try and get it where a lot of the people who are bidding on these items come and join in the stream so we can see who's bidding. Okay, there is a slight scratch. There is a hairline scratch going across the card just there. On Kabutop's foot, and there is tiniest bit. So I wouldn't call this one a 10. No, this got the white corners. 8, 9, I think is what this one would end up going for. That's my opinion anyway. But it looks pretty nice. What we got? Let's see. Let's have a look at ones that have actually sold now, shall we? So let's jump into actual sold cards. We got some big ones ending shortly. But let's have a look. So we got the Sylveon went for 1740 with fees. 1450 is what the seller earned for that card. We've got £29 for the Articuno. 34.80 is what was the total with buyer fees. Aerodactyl 1768. With a £21.22. No massive cards are coming through so far. All a bit lower in value at the moment. We normally tend to see, I think most weeks there is quite some big ones. We've also got the Charizard's not ended yet, which is one of the bigger ones. We're only going to see more cards, aren't we, soon on this as well. What else have we got here? So we got the Zapdos 22. Nice. The Glaceon did sell as well. 10.50. Mr. Mime. Okay. Pikachu. We got the Gengar. We got Milo's come in the room. The dog. That Gengar was last week, wasn't it? This was an interesting one. So this one actually did go for a tenner. The Tinkertink, which is pretty cool from Powder Evolve. So seeing a bit of modern on there. I personally think we're going to see a lot more higher end vintage cards on this as the weeks move forwards. But interesting. We got... I'm just going to refresh. I really want to see what the Zard goes for. Singers. Oh, it's sold. Yo, no way. Okay, 143.01. Now, someone was bidding on that card last week. The one I went for higher. I wonder if they end up buying this one instead. I really wish that some of the buyers that were here last week who were actually buying and bidding, I wish they were here tonight. But yes, we got the Charizard. That went for 143. I won 171 including fees. I think they got a very good... That's a really good price, actually. That's a really good price on that one. That's a very cool card. The Pikachu went for £16. That's an E3 stamp Pikachu. That seemed like that went pretty cheap. Moderately played, though. Interesting. There should be some more ending in a moment as well. Let's go back. Extended bidding. I'm pretty shocked about that Charizard. I don't know about you guys. That is went pretty cheap. 33 bids, £143. Okay. Last week, I would say one in worse condition went for 193. So, interesting. Sorry, I just sneezed. I really need to go and blow my nose, to be fair. Okay. Let's see if we can go back. Take solds off. Let's see what's about to end. See if any extended bidding. Pidgeotto. Okay, so we are waiting on 5 items to end, guys. And then we will start. No way. We got some tag teams coming. Wow, we got some really nice stuff coming next week. So tag team. We got some the old secret rares from Black and White. No. Yeah, that's Black and White, isn't it? Black and White era? Black and White. I think so. I think it's Black and White era. Promo Flying P. Okay, we got some really nice stuff coming next week we're going to look at. I'm just going to blow my nose. 1 second, guys. I'm going to stop it following me for a sec. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's go. I'm moving the camera. Right. Okay. Every holo for Rocket next week too. No way. That is really nice. Every holo for Rocket next week. Okay, so let's just double check. We got some extended bidding coming to an end. The Venusaur just sold £33. But the Pidgeot keeps getting extended. It is going pretty damn cheap though at £7, but it is moderately priced. So, you know, I don't expect it to go much higher than that. Kabutops has been extended. It was pretty clean. Bit of whitening. 8-9 if we were to grade it. We're going to be looking at some of these higher end cards for next week, by the way, in a moment, to give some ideas of where we think what grades they're going to get. So you guys know whether to go and get your bids in or set some notifications and stuff for them. There's going to be some nice stuff. Okay, so we got some stuff about to end. Let's see what happens with the Snorlax. We should get notifications popping up as well if people bid on this as well. So I'm intrigued to see if we get extensions again. Right. Right, let's see. 16, 15. Who here won a card today, by the way? Let me know in the chat if you get any of you guys who were here actually won a card. I'll be very intrigued to see if you did. And, okay, sold. It went for £15 on the Snorlax, which is not bad at all, actually, to be fair. Again, it's light played, and I think even without zooming in on that card, I can see there is definite scratching in the holo there. Mrs. Oz, missing your pack grips. Oh, what, on YouTube? Yeah, I'm deciding whether to start bringing that back. Do you guys want to see that back then? Do we start just doing a rip? A rip. What? I normally do one a month, so I'm going to be giving away some Powder Evolve this week, by the way. I have a giveaway stream coming up on YouTube, so, and it's I've got a load of tech stickers, so we're doing Powder Evolve packs for free. So do not miss that. We're going to be doing that for members. A couple of subscribers, mainly for members, though. And we've got love me a pack rib. Yeah, man. I know. I do it. I do all my rips on Whatnot now, to be fair. That's pretty much where I do it. And I tend to forget to like stream it to YouTube at the same time. only because I play music and I always get like demonetized and stuff. But maybe I'll just start putting my streams, like it will come up in vertical, but maybe I just need to start having them come to YouTube more. You know, streaming them to YouTube more and stuff like that. So, sorry, Mr. Zards. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'm going through a little bit of a change on what's going on and stuff, and where my focus is moving forward with everything. Okay, so did that extend? Did the Pidgeot extend, or is that done now? Let's have a look. I think we might be done on everything. No, it's got 42 seconds. 42, and then we can look into stuff ending next week. Okay, I think that's pretty much done. We're going to have a quick review on solds. Just give me 1 sec. Let's just see. Yeah, so we had the Zard that went for a pretty good price. The Flareon 16. I actually had a Mac. I actually bid on that up to a tenner. That's that Flareon. I thought it looked quite good. Okay, so we got stuff that sold last week. We obviously reviewed some of the bigger hitters already. We're going to focus now on what's coming up for next week and what sort of items are going up for sale and what their conditions are like. I want to focus on some of the higher end ones. And there you go. The Pidgeot sold. It got an additional 50p bid on it. £7.50 the Pidgeot went for. So let's get going with what we got. Okay, so we got all the big rocket cards in here, and we've got like 20, 31 already. A Dark Dragonite. Yeah, we're definitely going to take a closer look at this bad boy. There's 8 people watching this card at the moment. Now, what do we think off the bat on this card? Where do we think we could grade? Let's have a look. Okay, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. I'm just going to get an iPad to tell you what grade values are going for. Because what we tend to do now is review a couple of them, see where we think the grade could be, and see what that grade would be worth. So let me just get an iPad because I can't do it on the screen. 1 sec. My phone, I need it for the chat. Oh, I need your passcode. Thank you. Right. Okay. Right, guys. Sorry. Okay, so I've got the iPad. We can review the prices now. Okay, so let's have a little look here. We have got this Dragonite. Now, looking, what I'm actually going to use is Card Market, I think, is one of the good ones for looking at graded card prices. Or I was recommended this one as a good one to look through. I think it was Card Market, right? Card Market? Is that one that any of you guys have used? And you can change it to like... So we got Dark... Dragonite, Team Rocket, and it's that one, yeah. Okay, yep. And normally, no, it's not. What was it? What's the one, guys, as well that we were on last week? Not Card Market. There was another one that we went on. Card Exchange? No. Where we can see, oh, it's fun. Let's just use somewhere else for a minute. Get a rough idea. Okay, cool. So this Dragonite, condition wise, having a little look through the card, price charting. Sorry, thank you. Price charting. We have got the Dark Dragonite. No, don't try and do that. Dark Dragonite. Okay. Oh, God. Right. Okay, 1 sec. It's not working very well, to be fair with you. We want it in pounds, not dollars. GB. The holo's nice. The holo does look pretty damn good on this card, actually, to be fair. I think it's just the back, isn't it? That back has just got those couple of dots of whitening. I think you're looking maybe a 9, but more realistically, I'd say realistically I'd aim for an 8. But if you get a 9, I think you're going to do really well there. Current bids are £7.50 on this card. Right. You know what's annoying with this site? So you type in Dark Dragonite, and it brings up everything. Look at all those cards that have come up there. We need the Dark Dragonite Holo non-first edition. There it is. Okay, found it. Okay, so okay, a PSA 8 is about £62 for a PSA 8 on this card. So realistically, you're looking to bid anywhere up to you'd be really comfortable up to like the £40 mark on there, or 35 to £40 mark. It seems like it, to be fair though, if you get a 9, £130 if you manage to get a 9 on this card. Current bids are at £7.50, and like I said, the front is just clean, guys. The front is looking pretty good. It's just those, like, if you look on the back here, you've got a dot, you've got a little chip of whitening there and there, so there are those little marks there. Down the bottom here as well, I would say, yeah, oh, man, do you think that could get a 9, guys? I think there's also there's some dirt on the card. Okay, so that's the only thing. Look, so you got these dirt that can clean off though. You can clean that stuff off though. But I would say that, yeah, this has got a chance of an 8. Would be my guess on that card. Let's see off some other larger cards we've got coming. The Gyarados, that's a pretty nice card, but let's have a little scroll through before we do some of the other big ones. The Eevee in there as well. Let's check out this Lily from Cosmic Eclipse. So we've got a Lily Full Force in here. Now, condition-wise, now, one of the things looking at the front is good, but I think the centering looks pretty spot on. So you have the centering tool that you can move around. Right. Okay. Centering's pretty spot on this card. It's looking pretty good. The back looks really good. Oh man, like, I can't see like necessarily any damage or any like severe whitening or anything that says this hasn't got a great shot at 10. So let's try and see what a 10 would be worth if you were going to take a punt. I think it's well worth a punt. Lily's Full Force, and it's number, yeah, that's the kitty. Right. Okay, Lily's Full Force. A PSA 10 is £201. 200 quid for a PSA 10. If you got a 9, it's £100. So, oh man, yeah, current starting bid is 50. It's well worth that starting price. Well worth the 50 quid, in my opinion, at that. I think you're well on your way to, yeah, I would say this is a really, really good card, actually, to be fair, looking at this. And the price seems to be on the slight uptick in value as well on 10s. So, interesting. Okay. Actually, the raw value of the card is going up. Raw, it's even going for nearly $100 as well. That's a really nice card, actually, guys. That's one I think is well worth going and pushing up to the £100 mark to bid on that one. I think it's got a massive shot out of 10 if you were to grade that. Oh, the Raichu, one of the best secret rares going. I absolutely love it. But let's have a look at this. So this is an Ancient Mew. Now, there's so many variations. This is the most common variation. The one that's a bit dodgy is you get one called Nintendo, or so Nintendo. Basically, it's Nintendo spelt wrong. That's one of the error ones, which is quite cool. But these often aren't in very good condition at all. But Damn! That is a clean looking Ancient Mew on the front there, isn't it? I can't see a great deal wrong with this at all. I have to say as well, if you get this and grade it with Ace, the Ace label looks insanely cool on this card. I really, really like the Ace label on this card. £12.50 this is on. What does an Ancient Mew go for in a higher grade? Like, I don't... Centering is slightly off on the back, but nothing that's massively. And is that centering off on the front? No, it's not. It's just a different type of border, isn't it? Yeah, it's slightly long on the top, isn't it? But it doesn't... I don't know. We can have a look. We can get the centering tool on it, and we can double check where we actually think. Right. Right. See, it's well that centering's well within the parameters as well. I'm really sorry, guys. My nose is running like crazy now. Sorry about that. I brought some tissue back. I think it's like this heat gets up, man, and I like melt on my face. Like it's like water. It's horrible. Sorry, I shouldn't be describing that. So we got the Ancient Mew. Let's have a look at what sort of value this would go for in a good grade, because this is 9 potential, a 9 easy 9 here. So Ancient Mew, I think that's the standard one. There was a 2019 Ancient Mew. When the hell was there a 2019 Ancient Mew? You see how many variations of Ancient Mews you've got here? Look. Don't even see that. Look, they are the different variations of the Ancient Mew you can actually get. There's actually loads, which is crazy. There's a Prism, Ancient Mew, Nintendo. So it's, instead of Nintendo, they missed an N in it. So it's Nintendo error card. We actually had one of them when I was working at Evo Cards. But the one it is I think is this Ancient Mew 1 or 2? I think this is Ancient Mew 1. You do it Black Star promo. I think this is number 1. Yeah, because it's not the Japanese. This is the English one. Let's have a look then, guys. So, if you manage to get a 9, this card is worth 50 quid in a PSA 9. It's going to get a 9, in my opinion. Looking at this, I think this is definitely looking like a 9. So, the price at £12.50, yeah, it's great. Let's say worst case you get an 8, but worth about 32 to 35 quid. But if you get a 10, over £200 in value on this card if you get a 10. And again, it is looking pretty good. It's definitely going to be worth, like, there's like no scratching on this card, man. Like, is anyone else like seeing that? That card's clean, man. That's clean. That's really clean. That Ancient Mew, I like that one a lot. That's really nice. What else we got that's looking good? So there's a lot of legs in that one. There was the Lily. We looked at this Dark Raichu. We got to look at this. I love this card. First ever secret rare. This was from Team Rocket. We are looking at... Right. Okay. Let's have a look. So someone sent in, I believe, Ungraded was saying someone's actually sent in their Rocket Holo collection to sell. So this is like, you can get every Rocket Holo now. I think there's a little something. Is that on my screen? Just check. No, I don't think that's my screen. Just got to double check. You never know. Yes, so that's not a scratch. I don't know if that's a scratch. That looks like a hair, but it could be a scratch, actually. No, I think it actually is. I think there's a softer line that goes away from it. So, see, my nose is running again. I'm limped forwards, getting hot. I'm sorry, isn't my nose is running. So there is a little scratch in the hollow there. There's a couple more down there. Okay, so maybe could just push a 9, but I'm feeling more confident. What's this bottom edge got going on here? Is that a roll? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. Something seems to be going on. Is anyone else actually looking at these live while we're going through, by the way? Because it was interesting when people are looking themselves as well to give like thoughts and opinions and stuff to like point out on the card what they think. Do we think we're getting a... Okay. I'm going 8 with this card as it stands. That's what I think we're going. So let's have a look. Dark Raichu right. Dark Raichu, yeah, number 83. Let's have a look. Okay. So not first edition. Current price is £7.50 with 2 bids. That price is low at the moment, guys. If you manage to get this in, which I think I'm going 8, and 8 is about £50 on this card. If you get a 9, it's nearly £100. Okay. Do I think it could scrape a 9? Maybe. I'd be confident looking at more around an 8 on this card. I think is about where I'm looking. Saying that, it's so. The rest of the surface looks really good, actually, to be fair, guys. So I'm actually going to stick with, yeah, okay, 8 to 9 on the grade. So anywhere from £50 to £100 in value once it's graded. So there's a bit of room in grading this card as well. Let's see what else we've got going on here, guys. So, hey, Dark Charizard, let's go. Okay, £10.50. Near mint to mint, and it already does look pretty damn good for a Dark Charizard, guys. So let me get the card up ready in the different grades. Dark Charizard number 4, yeah, cool. Let's get it ready and see, and then we'll have a closer look at the cards. So right, okay, wow, okay, a 10 is 1.1k. A 9 is around £200. So the jump between a 10 and a 9 is pretty good. Price charting, I don't know if it sometimes accidentally pulls through data for first editions, which is saying with the 10s, I'm not sure. But it's definitely a good looking card, this. Let's have a look. Right. Okay. This is really good, actually. The holo's wicked on this card, guys. Really, really clean. I like this a lot. The holo looks great on this. There is a little bit of silvering on that top edge, like a chip in that edge. The edge score would be brought down to like a 7 or an 8 around that part. Damn, this is 8-9. This is 8 to 9. I think I'm leaning more on a 9 with this card. I think this could scrape a 9, because yes, there is a little bit of you got marker winding there, but I don't feel like it's enough to really knock it off a 9. The corners, the only thing you could say, and sometimes you get with this era, you see how the corner like junts in ways, like you kind of get it here. Look how it doesn't go perfectly up and then around. It kind of almost, it's almost, I don't know how to explain it. Cut to a different size. Look, bottom corner here. That's a really good example of it there. Look, actually, it's got a touch of silvering. Okay, I'm actually going to lean on 8 here now. So more like £150 if you got this in 8. So this again has some pretty damn good legs in it for a card to bid on as well, guys. 100 up to 150 quid if you get this in an 8. So there is definitely some value on bidding on this card. What other nice cards we got? We got the Dark Typhlosion from that. I want to look at these Rocket cards, to be fair. We got another Rocket here. Let's have a look. By the way, if anyone in the chat, if they are selling any of their cards on here right now and it's yours, let me know and we will look at one of your cards for sure. So just sound off in the chat. But let's look at this one first. Dark Slowbro. We are underway here. We've got lots of holo on this, but there are hairline scratch. This is one that if you get a 10, if I'm not mistaken, a 10 in this card is worth a lot of money purely because it's hard to get. Like sometimes it doesn't matter what the Pokemon is or anything like that. People just add value because of how hard it is to grade in that grade. Like, you know, I personally collect cards that I want, not because they're hard to grade. But some people do, because that's where the investing side of things come into it a lot as well. Let's have another look. So we've got Dark Slow Bro. Dark Cyber. What number is it? Number 12. Boom. Number 12. Okay. Not first edition. Okay. Yeah, so 10 on this is 350 quid. A 9, though, is about 50 quid. Not crazy value on the Dark Slowbro, to be fair, guys. This already, to me, is looking sort of 8 max because of the hairline scratches. So, realistically, you're looking at 30 to 40 pounds in value on this card. Maybe 40 at a push in an 8. So, another one that's got some legs, though. And a bit of room. Like, a lot of the bidding is so early. Look, it's got £1 bidded on it so far. Surfing and Flying Pikachu promos. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are from the... No, they're not. These are actually the original ones. So let's have a look. Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu. Oh, I can't spell. Pikachu, and then that is number 25. Flying. Okay, cool. We got it, guys. Flying Pikachu. What? Plain on left, plain on right, glossy Korokoro. Oh, there's 4 different variations of this in like an old school design, but no, we are number this one, the original, the Black Star promo. A 10 is 150 quid on this, and a 9 is about 100 quid. So let's have a look. We can, of course, take a look at the centering tool, but for me, I just, at a glance, the centering is not enough to warrant having any sort of real concern. Like, but of course, you can check it. This actually fits pretty spot on. I can see some stuff on the card though. Now I'm looking at this bottom edge. There's some dots down the bottom edge, but yeah, look, centering's pretty good, isn't it? Look, let's just move that and that. There we go. Okay. And that, cool. Yeah, look at that. Centering is spot on. So the centering's great. However, there are a couple of issues if I turn that off. You've got down on this bottom edge here. This looks like an ink error. Either an ink error or someone has knocked some white paint or something on the card, unfortunately, down here. So that would be, yeah, and there's a bit at the top. So not 10 on this. I think it's let's say a 9 at best on this. You're looking about 50 quid if you manage to get this one in a 9, guys. Surfing Pikachu is actually very similar on that. Let's see what else we've got coming up. Oh yeah, okay, so there's some really cool stuff here. So okay, Dark Machamp, we've got the Rocket. I really want to look at this card right here, okay? So 6 days left. This is obviously a shiny Rayquaza. Very, very cool card. I saw someone at a card show had all the Japanese variations of these in PSA. All but 2 were in PSA 10. He had 2 came back PSA 8. And is that... No, that looks good. I'm intrigued. So this is definitely not the cleanest example. You can see on the back of the card, we've got a fair amount of whitening around the card. We have got a bit of whitening across the top edge. We've got whitening down here. This is like a 7 on this, just from looking like that. Sometimes like something like that can really give it away. You know, there might be other things though. Something that always worth bearing in mind when you're looking at these guys is to make sure that you're looking at some of the other deeds just to look for indents or impressions in the card. That's one of the things you can really do with this tool. So you can obviously see there is silvering on the back edge, and you can see that some little bit of wear in that top part of the card there. But yes, this is going to be about a 7. Let's check the card out on price charting. Rayquaza, and it is number SL10. Right, Rayquaza SL10. Here we go. So, starting price on this card, they want £110. Now, if you get a 7 on this card. Basically, raw value on this card is about 80. So I personally think the starting price is a bit high on this card. That's going to be my honest opinion. I think this has a chance of like a 7. And if this card does to get a 7, you're looking at £150. So grading is going to cost you 20 quid with shipping on the card. So you got to take the 20 quid off the 150. You're going to be wanting to pay 80 quid, 80 to £100 on this card, aren't you, really? So the door keeps swinging open. Sorry, guys. The chat is super quiet. We are really quiet, actually, on YouTube tonight. Very, very quiet. Normally, yeah, we got a good 20, 30 people for these streams. So it's very quiet tonight. Olympics going on, I guess. Summer holidays now. Maybe it's just a little bit quieter. We do get a fair amount of views on these after the fact. So anyone watches this later on, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Let's look through a couple of the other bigger ones because we basically got this page ending. We've done the Mew already. So we got the Lugia, the SL Lugia. That's a sick card. We've got the Kyogre, which is very cool. Sorry, guys. I've literally, I think I might be. I think I've developed hay fever as I got older. Because, like, I swear, when the heat comes out like this, my nose just runs like water. Let's have a look. We've done the Dragonite. I would like to look into... Aha, this one, yes. So we have here is a tag team. Now, what is our assumption on this card straight off the bat? That looks really good. Now, I think this centering off... Tag teams are really hard to show, but I do believe that the centering is off on this card. Look, so we go like that. Like that. And... oh, it's not that bad, actually. It looks worse than it is. When you actually measure it out, that is not bad at all, is it? That is... okay. It's still 40-60 on the centering on this card, which is not bad. What is the back? Look, the front's perfect on this card. So far, this is not telling me what any reasons it shouldn't get a 10 until right now. That looks like there might be... uh-oh. Are they dents? Look, in that border. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, no. Look at that. Just there, you see that, guys. Unfortunately, it does look as though we have got dents in the card. The back. What's happened to the back? I think there's a fair few marks on the back of this card. There's scratches. Oh, no. I think this got dropped. I think this card got dropped by accident. It's really tough to say then. Maybe an 8 if you were to grade this card. It's just wanting to start at £30. Is that sounds pretty good though as something to add to your collection? And to be fair, we know if you're grading with PSA, some of that could slip through. Let's not lie. We know that it could definitely slip through, couldn't it? You know, PSA are not the one when it comes to the most accurate of grading. They just add the value. That's what people use to add value. I personally don't use them for my personal stuff. I might use them for like higher end cards that I just plan on selling, but I'm 99% of the time it's ace grading for me, and they would spot that straight away. GX, and it's S242. Okay, here we go, guys. Values. £87 ungraded. Now, let's say if you get a 7, you lose a tenner. And this has a chance of hitting a 9 or getting severely marked down and getting a 6. it's really that wide on it. 100% this is worth that, like, that £30 starting fee. Like, I'm not, I don't know, I'm not logged in, I'm not going to. This might be one I try and win, basically. This is really nice, actually. If it was a 9, it's about the raw. It's a little bit more the raw value if you were to get this in a 9. But yeah, this is a really nice card, actually. Just a shame. It does look like the front's great. It does look like maybe it was dropped, which is a right shame on the card, because I very much like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think my phone's going to die, so my chat's going to die in a minute. But I think that is pretty cool. We've then got a couple more, I think, to look at that are slightly larger before the end. So we've done the Raichu. Yeah, I want to take a look at the Kyogre, and I want to take a look at this Lugia. These are some pretty big cards. Any we missed, we'll have a quick review of them next Sunday as well, prior. To see how we get on. I might have to work on how I word my titles on these streams to just really try and draw in and hit some better points to get people involved, because I really want a lot more interactivity, guys. I want you guys to be looking at the cards more as well. I want your thoughts and feedback as we're going through. Anyway, this Kyogre. Let's check out the card first. Let's bring it up. Kyogre, and it's SL6. SL6. Let's draw up Sly. Jesus Christ, right. Kyogre. SL6. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Kyogre SL6. We are currently looking at raw value of this is around the £80 mark for near mint. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking too bad so far. Centering looks fine. We can obviously use a centering tool if we want to check the centering. You move these parts around, but I wouldn't say you need to worry too much. This is going to fall within the parameters. Look, I just do a quick check on the sides, but this will be within 40-60, yeah, 52-48. You can check the top, but let's have a look. Reset that. I want to look more about this holo. There's a lot of holo. Is that a little touch of scratching in the card, actually, in the holo, which they are hairline scratching. This is 100%. If you saw that card, don't tell me that. If you saw that card listed on other platforms like eBay, for example, and you saw that front, you'd be like, oh, it's mint, eh? Look, even I think, let's see, without the light properly being on it, can you see, like, not particularly, unless you get the light to hit stuff. You'd be thinking that's a great shot at 10 there. I don't think that's a shot out of 10, this card. This looks like there is some whitening to the edges on the back here. This is it could get a 9, but I would go 8. And if you got an 8, guys, you are looking at £131 in an 8. Current bid is £35. Ungraded price on this card, like sort of standard ungraded price, because this is this is near mint. You are looking at nearly £80 ungraded price. Oh, I'd be surprised if it didn't go for 80 quid, this card. I'd be quite surprised if this card didn't sell for 80 on here, because it is looking pretty damn good, actually, to be fair. So very much like that. Let's jump onto this Lugia, and then we will get close to calling it a night for today's streams. We've obviously looked at the cards that sold. The Charizard was interesting, but I tell you what, there's some really nice stuff ending next week, and that's the one I'm quite excited for now, actually, I have to say, with some of these cards that are ending. I like when we have the more unique ones, and these sort of like this, or gold stars and stuff like that, or promos. But this Lugia, I'm going to say these came from the same person as well, right? This must be the same seller. Oh, it looks so cool, doesn't it? The artwork on this card is sick. Okay. This, unfortunately, does not look the best. That top edge tisn't great on that. Oh, is it just a light? Let's see. Can we get better? Maybe it's alright. Maybe the top edge isn't too bad, actually. So, yeah. maybe that is not too bad. However, for me, this is looking an 8 as well, I'd say, at best. So let's have a look at this one, shall we? Lugia. I really like, we had some really good people in stream in the past that were involved in this, and they were on the app as well, so we were like reviewing them all together, which was really cool. SL7, yeah? Lugia SL7. So guys, £100 it's saying raw value on price charting. A 7 is £171. We currently have no bids at £65. If we're going off price charting, that is looking at pretty good actually. Obviously this is not going to get a 10. You've got some things you can obviously notice quite quickly with the bit of whitening around this edge. This edge is a little bit. Let's see if it looks like, yeah, you can see it when its card's tilted. So you can see that that's more, that is like a whitening on the edge in that corner. So yeah, this is like a 7. So you are still looking at over £100 in a 7. So current starting price is 65. I'd say it's worth that as well on that card, and that is really, really cool. And they, guys, are some of the biggest and best cards. I'm actually going to bring YouTube up on here, so on this iPad now I've got it, so that I can see if there was any chat prior to me heading off. So YouTube, right? 1 sec, guys. I've just got to find myself on here. I'm borrowing my dad's iPad for this. Here we go. Yeah, currently live. Sweet. Okay, cool. So, no one is talking in the chat, so no problem at all. But yes, that are looking at some of the biggest items that are going to be auctioning coming out next week, and a couple of alt arts as well on here that are pretty cool. We've got this Calyrex actually, which is coming up, and I'm going to do a quick check of that. I have a feeling that's not a bad price, to be fair. Because that's not the trainer gap. That's actually the alt art. So let me double check that. Shadow. That should get. I think when we looked at this, by the way, that's like a 10 as well. That Shadow Rider Calyrex. It was. I think someone had it on make an offer at quite a high price. It's now gone to starting price of £35 on auction. Shadow. I think that could be pretty good. Shadow Rider. Calyrex. Yeah, there's no way that doesn't. That's selling. That's selling. So people want over £100 for this card in a PSA 10. Current price on the card is £35. So yes, that is definitely going to sell. Raw value, this card goes for £80 to £100 raw. Weirdly, that's not a massive markup if you get it in a 10, by the way. So yeah, this will definitely sell. We had an Ace 9 sell for £85. Obviously, you really want your 10s, don't you, in these? Yeah, £135 to £150 in a PSA 10 on that Calyrex right there, guys. So there is some good value in that one at the 35. So I expect this to be one of the best weeks going for ungraded, actually. Looking at some of the cards they've got for sale, there's some really, really nice stuff. No worries, Ungraded. Thank you so much, buddy. Right, guys, that is me for tonight. So thank you so much for joining. There are some wicked items that we have got coming. Or Ungraded have got coming up next week. Some good deals this week, actually. I'd have to say some stuff went for lower than expected this week. But I very much appreciate you guys tuning in today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. Yeah, tune in for more of these. I'll see you later, and I've got to work out how to end the stream. Peace, peace.